It was really exciting. I felt like it was just a start. I hated to see it go. We should be in Omaha right now, but I'm thankful for everything. So, and especially super excited for this opportunity.
Can you deliver F-bombs with the same velocity as Walker Buehler?
I can definitely do that, no doubt. I'm biggest competitor on the field when I'm on the mound, no doubt.
What have you been able to do baseball-wise since things shut down?
I can still get all my throwing in right now. Not as much bullpens as I would like to, but I've been doing really good workouts right now. I haven't been able to get into our weight room here at Louisville, but I got a gym membership. Gym's starting to open back up, so I'm still working out tons there as much as I can. I try to every day. I'm still making improvements right now, especially with throwing. I've really been taking advantage of this time. The only thing I can do right now is get better, and that's what my main focus is right now.
When you throw, who catches for you?
There has been mostly pretty much just Ben Metzinger, but if not, I've just been going into the cage and just throwing into the net if I can. But, I mean, my arm's already looking better than it did before these last 4 weeks of the season, and I'm really excited about that whenever I get the opportunity to start throwing again.
Would you compare your style of pitching to?
For a style, I mean, growing up, it's kind of like mechanic-wise, release point, kind of somewhat of Verlander as I'm releasing, but I can't really think of anyone I'd compare my style to. Really just my favorite guys to watch and guys I like to take notes on is like Walker Buehler, Jacob deGrom, or Garrett Cole, guys like that. And really just watch a lot of video on myself too and point out things I'm doing wrong and what I can improve on. And that's really what I've been doing a lot this year, and I've been doing better than ever and working harder than ever.
Bobby, what kind of communication do you have with the Dodgers? Because this is sort of an unusual, pre-draft situation.
Yeah, I know. I talked to Marty a few days ago, probably about 3 days ago, sometime earlier this week. It wasn't anything serious. He was just checking in, seeing how things were going. He's like, I'm going to check in with some of the other guys too. Really just seeing how I was doing. Nothing really serious. I had about one, maybe two Zoom calls with the Dodgers, like right when the Zoom calls were starting. Not a ton, but, I mean, I've always been a huge fan. So, I mean, I couldn't be more happy right now.
So would you say you're a little surprised that they took you, just given, it seems like they didn't have much communication?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I had confidence the whole time. I was trying to keep my dad up and my mom up, just trying to keep the vibes positive. And, I just had a lot of faith. I had a lot of hope, and that's all I could do at a time like that. I mean, it was a little stressful going through it, but, I mean, I'm so happy that I got into this program. And, I mean, I'm just so excited right now. It's hard to describe.
Bobby, the Dodgers have gone to Louisville a couple times in the last 5 or so years, and the last one is obviously Will Smith. You ever had an opportunity to meet Will Smith, talk to Will Smith?
Not really. I know I saw him at our leadoff dinner when him and Brendan McKay came and talked. I know some of the catchers got lucky enough to get some work in with him. But I know one of our coaches said he's going to try to get me with Will Smith pretty soon and talk to him and just talk about some of the minor leagues, how it kind of goes in there. And, I mean, I could have all the trust in the world with him. I've heard so many good things about him, especially from our coaches. And, yeah, I know he's a great guy, so I'm excited to meet him.
Hey, Bobby, what made Walker your favorite pitcher? Is it that he's a Kentucky guy, or what kind of was it about him?
I mean, he's so electric on the mound, and that's how I try to be too. And his competitiveness, and that's something I take a big pride in, is being the biggest competitor on the field. And there's absolutely no doubt that he's the biggest competitor on the field when he's on the mound. And the way that he's not a big guy and the way he makes himself look so intimidating on the mound is something I really love to watch too. And then obviously his stuff is just way more than advanced. I'm sorry. He's getting a call on here. How do I get back to this? I can hear them, but there we go. Sorry, one of the coaches was calling on the laptop.
Bobby, would you say I got a chance to see your 8-inning no-hitter and the emotion that you had after that last year? Would you say that you're an emotional guy? How would you describe yourself?
I'd say I'm a very high energy guy on the field, but something that I've really been taking pride in, especially meeting with our sports psychologist here, Dr. Shannon. She helped me out a lot too, especially seeing myself as a high energy guy. If I'm going to get this high of energy, I can't get that low. I got to stay up no matter what the situation is. Not let anything get in my head, but really just a high energy guy. And obviously, if you could watch that 8-inning no hit, you could definitely see that the energy. It was hard not to with all the support we had too with our fans and the offense just going off that game too. So I always try to keep myself up.
Have they talked to you about a role as far as starting or relieving, or do you consider yourself a starter regardless?
Yeah, I don't want to be like all those other guys, just be like, oh, like I'm a starter just because of the name of a starter. But I like to truly think that I am a starter, and I've been really proving that this year. And I've been proving a lot of people wrong. And I worked so much this off season on my endurance and my mechanics. My mechanics got better. I still got a lot more of improvement to do, but I mean, I thought I really started to show that I could hold that velocity late in the innings, and added a new pitch, and I'm still getting better at those. And I think this is a perfect organization to help me get better and be the best player I can possibly be.
Was that the changeup, or what was that pitch that you added?
The changeup I've always had. The first 2 weeks of the season, I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling with it a little bit, and normally the changeup was always been my best pitch, and I really started to develop that again my last 2 starts, especially my last one against the Wake Forest. But I've always had a breaking ball, but I kind of added a cutter / slider. It's been more of a slider right now. And that's the one I added, that I can just add a lot more velocity on that. And it really started playing off my fastball well. I got a big improvement to do on my curveball right now too. Get a little bit more vertical depth on that, or a different shape for my slider. I've gotten a big velocity difference in between the two, but something I can really improve on right now is getting those to different shapes, and just anything to throw the hitters more off balance is something that I can improve on, is just separating those two pitches to play off each other well.
Bobby, given that you haven't really been able to pitch like in a game for 3 months, are there different ways you've been like proactive during that time? Did you upload videos to the MLB system or anything like that?
I didn't upload any videos. I've kind of been taking some video myself with just my cell phone. That's the best I could do right now. Just kind of seeing how my arm path is looking. I think it's already looking a lot better right now. Right before my last start, I made a few grip adjustments, and that's what I was really happy about that start. I know I made one bad pitch that game that got hit over the fence, but I mean, it happens. But I really thought I showed more of like how I truly am on the mound, my toughness, the ability to show all those pitches and throw them all for strikes. And really through this time, I've just been thinking about being on the mound and how we should be in Omaha right now. It's something I really wish I could do, but I mean, I can never complain about a time like this right now. I'm so happy and excited.
What do you think about the 1-2 pitching punch there at Louisville, both going in the first round? Have you talked to Reed about maybe running into each other in Southern California someday?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were here for each other when we both got picked. We couldn't all be in the same room at once due to all those social distancing stuff right now, but this is my first time being actually inside the stadium down here, and I was there right after he got picked when he walked out of the room, and he was there right when I got picked after walking out of the room. I mean, it's awesome, just 2 LA guys, and we're like, I mean, we got to meet up when we're down there when we both make it up. So I mean, we're both really excited for that, and I'm so happy for him and proud of him, and he deserves everything he's gotten so far.
Bobby, stores aren't really open here. How did you find an LA Dodger hat?
They got sent here. Actually, these were part of the 30 hats that got sent to Reed, and not gonna lie, this hat's hurting my head. He's got a small head, so yeah, it's hurting pretty bad. But I felt like it's the right situation to wear it right now, and honestly, I don't want to take it off, even though it's hurting my head right now. But I'm gonna have to get a new one soon. All the stores are open in Louisville anyway right now, so I can definitely go get one soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully pick up a jersey or something too.
Yeah, wearing that hat for the first time, wearing that uniform or the Dodger hat for the first time. You're an Illinois guy, so you're a Cubs fan, right?
Yeah, I've always been a Cubs fan. I've never disliked the team, to be honest, but I mean the Dodgers, I've always been a huge fan of my whole life. When I went out to the area code games, I was telling my dad, I want to go to a Dodgers game. I want to go to a Dodgers game. And he took me to one of the Dodgers games. I was sitting first row in right field. And I mean, I was thinking, I was like, I would love to play here one day. This is my dream. I mean, LA right here, the Dodgers, just always a known great program for such a long time. And I was like, it can't get any better than this. This is my dream. If I could pick one team, if I had the choice, I mean, this would be the one. And I mean, it's just such a coincidence. I mean, I'm so happy it actually happened, and I'm going to work so hard to get up there and play on that field and compete.
How long ago was that?
That was the underclass area code game when I went to the game, and that was my first time being at Dodger Stadium. And that's always one of the stadiums that I wanted to go to is Dodger Stadium and Fenway Park were the two that I wanted to go to most. And I got to go to both of those, and I mean, just the atmosphere of LA and that stadium, the fan base and everything. I mean, it can't get any better than that. So,
Bobby, when you were drafted out of high school, did you give any serious consideration to signing, or were you pretty set on Louisville?
I was completely set on Louisville. I knew, obviously, after that injury my senior year of high school with the right knee, even before that, I wanted to come to Louisville. That was my favorite school growing up, and I knew this program would get me more prepared than any other program. And I didn't take it into consideration about going to the draft out of high school. I really wanted to get better and better every year, and I thought Louisville was a place for that. And I'm so happy I made that decision. Absolutely no regrets, and I'm so happy that they helped me get to a program like this.
Anything else? Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bobby.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. I really thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.